What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Valdeezy back at it again with another one for y'all. Today's topic, I'll be going over body positivity. It was a very interesting topic that I think needs to be talked about, right? And before I even go into more details and stuff like that, I just kind of want to share my screen and then let's do a quick Google search on what body positivity mean, and then let's see what else comes up as far as images and stuff like that. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Let's get it. Right. Let's see. Let's see what we pull up. So right now we're about to look and just do a basic search on body positivity. Let's go. Sweet. So what we pulled up right now, and I'm gonna read for y'all. I know you can't read, but let me go ahead and then zoom in there so you can see what we're looking at. Body positivity is a social movement focused on the acceptance of all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, and physical abilities, while challenging present-day beauty standards as an unscribable social construct. So, seems like a pretty cool definition, right? Body positivity is just for everyone, right? But let's see if the images shows the same results. So, looking here right now, and then as you see in my topic, body positivity is not for men. For the most part, what I'm seeing is if I do a quick count and breakdown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 16, 21. I'm seeing about 21 first images of women, which is no problem, right? And then I see about 2 of guys. Makes me think about the song, the Candy Shop, whatever, more so the good version. But with these results, I'm gonna just go ahead and play the bad version. But yeah, those results are pretty bad as far as on the guy side. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. Body positivity is not really meant for men. It's not. Story time. So I remember back in the day, right? Going to middle school and young kid, whatever, he probably had to be about 150 pounds. So you can imagine you in 7th grade at 150, kind of built like, no offense, a linebacker, right? That's a big kid. Typically, what I witnessed was multiple people saying unlimited fat jokes, attacks, and stuff like that coming from guys and then girls at times, right? And then usually you see a lack of confidence and stuff like that as well within these kids who eventually turns into adults or whatnot. But that's been like some of my experiences seeing it. Just some crazy stuff, right? Whereas if you look at the flip side, and it's not to say that women don't face this type of reality. However, when you compare it on the scale of who receives more, 1000% guys do. Because I won't even lie, even thinking about it with my friends and stuff. If I see one of my friends and say it's been a year, and then this dude picked up maybe 30 pounds, I'm be like, hey man, what the hell you been doing? What you been eating? Who you been eating? So like I'm gonna have questions and I'm gonna drill them because I'm not gonna want to hear or not even hearing it. Like I'll listen, but I'm not gonna care for the excuse, right? Like with guys, we usually don't show no love towards that. We usually just say, hey man, you know what you need to do. Get your shit together. Fix it, man. Fix it. Come back and then we can talk, right? I say all that to say that the world, I think, or I won't even say think, but I know also treat guys that way for the most part. And it's not a lot of love out there, right? Not at least in my opinion. So it is a couple people who I do want to talk about, and it just kind of give examples of situations, right? When you had some famous actors and stuff like that who at the top of their peak, and then say they decided to take a break and stuff like that and pick up some weight. Man, when I say the world don't let you go, it just destroys you. It really do. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again. And one person in which I did want to talk about was Leonardo DiCaprio. And then I also want to kind of go into the amount of jokes and stuff like that, right? That people be saying. So this was probably around 2015. They caught him going on the beach or whatever. And as you can see in the caption, which I just kind of grabbed from online and stuff like that, why is Leonardo DiCaprio aging so terribly? And that's like a massive shot, right? Like the dude don't even, in my opinion, look bad or anything like that. But of course, the world and then a lot of people was kind of used to seeing him in movies and stuff like that, and then in great shape. And in the moment, he kind of takes a break and then let loose and then develop his dad bod, as you call it, right? He's getting attacks from multiple sources, right? It's just crazy, right? I think it's not equal, which is fine. Like one of the comments I was seeing and I read, it was pretty much like, please stop picking up. It was pretty much like, please stop picking on fat Americans. They have a lot on their plates. And I'm like, what? that's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, stop picking on fat people because they got a lot on their plates. That's impressive. That's pretty funny, but that's fucked up. But that's the type of humor and jokes and stuff like that. As a man, whenever you picking up weight or heavier, that you will receive. Another person who comes to mind is Wentworth Miller from Prison Break. And then let's go to that picture. So this is kind of a older school. I think it was a television series, and I can't recall if it was shown on Netflix or not, whatever. And I'm gonna zoom back into the picture so you can see it. But he starred in a Breakout Prison movie, whatever, or series. Was in great shape, as you can see at the time, whatever. And then he kind of took a break, just as like all humans do, right? But the media outlets, social media, people, articles and stuff like that did not give that man a rest. They did not at all, right? And one of the things I ran into that they said is when you break out of prison and find out about McDonald's monopoly. Like, come on, man. So you just trying to say he breaking out of prison and going straight to McDonald's, which is probably no shots at McDonald's. But probably not the best thing you should eat anyway, right? As far as you're thinking being health conscious. But some pretty brutal attacks that I've seen going towards celebrities. And then this is people who build up their worth, they net worth, they skills, and then grind. But the moment they down a little bit, attack, right? Only good thing I can say with that though is with man, we gotta build ourselves, and then we just gotta take the punches, right? But I'm gonna call it out because it is what it is, right? One of the things that he did say is he did speak out in 2016 about this and about his weight weight gain, and then he said he faced depression, which I know a lot of people don't care about anyway. Guys facing depression, not really real. Ha ha ha. And he was at the lowest point of his life, looking for relief, comfort, and distractions, right? And instead of pointing towards drugs, right, or crack cocaine or anything like that, he went towards food. And then hence you see from what the picture I showed earlier, that's what could happen, right? The next person who I do want to talk about who kind of faced this situation is Vin Diesel. So I can say since the beginning of the time, right, that man has been in great shape. And he also has been doing great movies and stuff like that. An actor I like as well. And he took a break as well, went on family vacation and stuff like that. And then, as you can see, the barrage of pictures of family of attacks and stuff like that. And then, mind you, he has a family, he has kids and stuff like that as well, right? Not saying he birthed the kids, but overall, one of the statements or that I've seen is instead of Fast and the Furious, right here, you got somebody who wrote Fat and Furious. So I'm like, come on, man, come on. It's so bad. Like, so anyway, one of his statements after that comment was like, I get it. I mean, first off, I don't have to be up in front of the camera for a couple months. So, like, why not? Right? I'm an actor. I know I need to go hit the gym, get my trainer, get my body back in shape, and then I'll be good. B, I am really a dad, whatever. And that's another thing he was saying. I'm okay because I had my best body in New York City for decades. The interesting thing with his statement is, and then I noticed with let's talk about sports and sports players and stuff like that, basketball, football. I noticed they spend probably at age 16 to maybe like 35, 36 years in the best shape of their life, just ripped like Incredible Hulk or whatever you may call it, right? And then once they hit retirement, you may have some who still want to work out and stuff like that, and you have others who just say, I'm out. It is what it is. I'm gonna just live my best life and then and go with the flow. And it seems to be common, especially with people who reach success at such a young age, and then afterwards, they just say, I've been fit all my life. I'm just going to eat what I want and then let my body do what it do, right? So just hearing his statement that he has his best body for decades, and then why not? I can see where he's coming from. Not saying that I agree with it or anything like that. And then I know for a fact the world don't, because they showed him by taking multiple pictures, calling him Fat and Furious and all other type of stuff, right? Pretty intense. Other than that, those three I think was put on a platform to be attacked just because they picked up weight, some maybe bigger than others and stuff like that. And this is all to say that the body positivity movement, I think it was a decent idea. However, I think what would be a better idea is promoting being healthy, right? And especially if you have any kids or anything like that, being healthy for the long term, in the long run, because it's about growing older. If you are lucky to grow older, right, and then having the least amount of complications as possible. And if we look at it that way versus you being real big, fat, thick, or whatever the term you want to go off of, whatever like that, right? I think we have a healthier society mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? Anyway, if anybody got any comments or anything like that, please feel free to post. I can definitely read off your comments. But once again, just kind of sharing my thoughts on that topic. And once again, appreciate each and every one of you for coming to my live section. I know it's a little late, so forgive me. I'm working on my times on getting a set time that's good for people to come in and watch. but I do appreciate those who did show up, leave your comments and stuff like that. Definitely think your opinion matters, and all opinion matters, right? Uh, Before moving on, I do want to share a couple things, and then some quotes that I came across, right? Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. If boys don't learn, men won't know. And the last one, which is one of my favorites, is manhood is a defeat of childhood narcissism. Other than that, appreciate you guys tuning in. Right now, I'm just going to go over one thing that caught my eye, right? And I think was massive. And it was pretty much around the trip that I took to Los Angeles. I think it was pretty crazy. It was pretty dope. So this right here, what you're looking at is I got American Sky Miles card, and then I'm gonna go back. I got an American Sky Miles card, right? And I had a trip coming to California that I wanted to go to, but then I was like, man, I do not got $360 for no round trip ticket from no damn Dallas to California that I just don't want to spend on. I need to prioritize and then move it elsewhere. But then also it's like, well, the guys is saying, come on, and it's a guy trip. So you can't really turn down a guy trip, right? You need to figure it out. Anyway, I'm like, well, let me check out this card. Long story short, I pulled out the card that I was using anyway. I do like a bill cycle where I use it for like 10-15% of my bills, whatever, and then I pay it off probably like 10 days before the bill is due. I said, let me go ahead and check this out, right? I went and then noticed I had points, and literally I got the plane ticket and then I paid $11.20 for my round trip ticket. And I was like, what the? just emotional damage. I was emotionally damaged, but in a good way, because I was damaged because this whole time, right, I could have been using this method and stuff like that, and I wasn't, right. But now that I figured it out, I'm like, I'm just losing my mind because I'm like, dude, you know how many more trips and stuff I can go on to? Clearly, I blocked this because nope, you don't need to see that part. That's probably some sensitive information, some other information. But don't take my word for it. I would say do your own homework. I would say don't take anybody's word for it on the internet. Always do your own homework, right? But just to show you a little bit more details, and then I see you trying to look at my Sky Mouse, but don't look at that. But yes, this was a trip I just booked November 12th, 2022. That's this year. And then I came back Tuesday at that price point of $11.20. It was crazy cheap, right? And then that trip only cost me like, what, 10,000 points. So all that to say, if that's something you're interested in, I'm definitely dropped the link in my comment section. Feel free, you can click on it, check it out. If it's something you like, definitely appreciate you supporting. If not, then that's cool. Other than that, once again, thank you guys for coming out and supporting your boy Valdez. I really do appreciate and love each and one of you guys. And for those who still there and stuff like that, I just got a last thing for you to watch. It's my brand, Yasuki Designs. It's based off of the shirt you see me wearing earlier. Check out this last clip, and then it's your boy Valdez. I am out.